All right, let's start off this month by closing off last month. It is May the 1st, and I am doing my wrap up for my April goals. Just sort of checking in on what I planned for the month of April and what happened. What happened. So number one, as always, is time with Ja, weekend activity with Ja, or walk with Ja. Not so much the walk with Ja. The big thing that we did, which is definitely on Ja, of she's the one who suggested this, and I have the credit for wholeheartedly going, yes, let's do this, and taking time off. Actually, ended up taking off 2 days. Is going to do disco, going to a disco performance with her, and I really enjoyed doing that. That was an amazing live disco. Neither of us wanted to dance, which I guess was perfect for that. And yeah, we got to kind of be out with other people, be social. You know, baby steps, nothing too major, but that was really awesome. That was really awesome, and I want to do stuff like that again. So, if I want to do stuff like that again, definitely for next month, that would be a thought of what's something else like this that we could do that is that we can hopefully do. You know, we always give it the old college try. We both have our limitations, stuff that way. Sometimes stuff comes up, doesn't get done, but we can try. We can try. And it's like, it's really great when it succeeds like this did. It really succeeded well. Number two is walking daily with the dogs and Jackie. That definitely happened. We do every single day except for Sunday. Sundays we take off, but other than that, yeah, we got out for walks every day, which is really good. Early to bed, early to rise. Um, yeah, yeah, I would say so for the most part. I'm getting a little bit of on the sleep deficit side. I am kind of piling more and more things to do at night before I go to sleep, which I think that is putting a little pressure on me, maybe a little bit too much pressure. I get small, probably am hovering on lack of sleep for the amount of sleep I allow myself. So I need to think about that because if I'm tired all the time, I'm not going to get anything done. So I'm going to have to work on that of where can I carve out my sleep, even if it's like, hey, I need to take a 20-minute nap before going to work. That might be a good thing. Number four is late night snack. I am always struggling with this. I am always just piling too much on my plate. I bought a bag of potato chips on my last shopping trip, which will inevitably potato chips will find its way onto the plate. So that is something to think about because I track my weight and my weight is kind of on the higher range of what I would like, and you know, I've not really made any dents in that like I have in the past because basically I've just continued to eat what I want, which is too much. So I don't want, I don't want to stop not, you know, I always want to enjoy what I eat, but I can eat less of it and still have a good, healthy life. So that's something to consider about. Number five, a phone and earbud hygiene that continues with my B mark on the calendar, knocking that off each night. That has been really good. It's been a real good habit that I have definitely securely put here. I'm not going to stop doing the B on the calendar because I think that's still kind of a little bit of a motivation for me doing that. But leaving the phone, leaving my earbuds in here, no matter how I'm feeling. Sometimes it's like, oh, if I'm feeling really tired, maybe I could just take it in tonight. It's like, no, don't do that. Just go to sleep earlier if you're feeling that tired. Which is, you know, definitely something because I do fall asleep a lot while I'm reading. It's like, that's a good sign for go to sleep. Go to sleep, Jay. Number six, work on time, biking away at 2:30, so 1:55 p.m. start. I think I need to get a little bit more strict with myself of, oh, 1:55 has come around, stop what I'm doing and start getting ready. That's especially for Tuesdays when usually I need to get a little bit more stuff together. Number seven is the daily physio exercises. Yes, I've been continuing on with that. It's funny. The opportunity for me to do physio exercises, or the schedule that I built in with myself to do physio exercises at work every day has gone, has left. Um, so I'm gonna need to think about where I can maybe put it in somewhere else in my workday, because I think as my body gets more demands as I'm working than it does at home, be good to try and kind of slot that in. So I need to like look at my work day, my work hours, and like, okay, where can I put a physio exercise in here? That would be very useful. Number 8 is to do a daily to-do check-in and completion in the morning with a TD mark on the calendar. Oh, I haven't put the TD marks on the calendar. Okay, well that's one thing I need to do. Is I've got my May, all my May stuff to do. Here, let me hold up the calendar here, which kind of has, it's L for light snack, B for my earbuds and phone. The two D's are, one is for doodle, one is for duffel puffs. I'll get into that. I've either an R for reading or an N for kind of word number, and then FE, which is face exercises, and exercises, and then tongue exercises and physio exercises. And I should also put TDs at the bottom of each thing and mark that off. I actually kind of fell off that at the end of the month here. I was not doing my TDs, and I really find that useful. I've done them for today, so I can write it, put the TD there and put a slash through it. Very, very satisfying slash through it. That will be really good. Number 9 is my booktube channel, which has been, I have to admit, has been falling away a bit on me a bit. I've got here I've got a rise and fall review. I'm trying to remember if I did do I think I did do a rise and fall review, rise and fall of the Third Reich. Not one I was going to share with anyone, but I think I did actually end up doing that. Was mostly to stay off of booktube and keep on PR 5147, which I most definitely have done. Continue to make review videos. 3 Men in a Boat. I did do a review of that. Audiobooks. Did do as many audiobooks this thing. Make narrow subject videos on things. An ID file, a discussion tag. I did actually do one of those, which I'm actually I use that as a vocal video exercise, and that actually went well. Still haven't published the video publicly, but it's Paranesi and Loneliness, which, yeah, I kind of enjoyed doing that. I thought that was a more interesting way of doing it versus just sort of a book review or a book report or a book reaction video. It was like, oh, this is the book, but on this particular slice of the book, and I really enjoyed doing that. That was good. If I am going to continue with booktube videos, we'll see how many I actually think I'm going to do, but that's a good idea. Number 10 was to read my NaNoWriMo novel, The Duffel Puffs, and assess it. And I actually did do that. I have done that, and I will talk this month about my next part of that project, which I have checked in. And kind of set out a whole thing of outlining the novel as it is now, to kind of give myself a larger scale look at the whole thing now that I've read it and kind of gone, okay, there's stuff worth working on here. And then 11, I've got other writing projects, which is writing every day weekly, which I've been doing, sort of trying to get up around 7:30 or something like that. For I've got 2 sessions a day on the weekdays. Yeah, we'll have to see that. Read out the mostly complete drafts, publish on LE. 2 stories in April at least. I think I only did 1, maybe 2. I think I've only done 1. I've only done 1. That's one of the things that's kind of fallen a little bit off. I think I need to do that. Think of a larger product with kind of individual chapters to publish on LE. And I have thought of one, and I am slowly starting to embark on that. I think I need to kind of juggle between that and probably going back and seeing if that story that I think is done and ready to publish I can publish it and get it off my plate. Number 12 is doing my daily journal keeping, working on vignettes, subjects for each day. The whole vignette subject for each day, just kind of like a little thing versus a recitation. Not so much. I've been really tired in the tail end of this month, and that is made for some pretty choppy brain dead journal entries, but I've got them in. I've got them in. So I it's just show up on the page regardless of what actually comes out. Reading on the weekend is 13. Yes, I've continued with that, trying to get a good couple of hours in each of those one of those weekend days with an R mark on the calendar to mark off, which, that is really worked well. Number 14 is the outside garden tasks. So this is the bean garden teepee, which we've done. We ordered the soil for the raised box. We've done the garden fencing. I think we've basically figured out, and mowing the lawn. Yes. And general kind of just like things that Jackie wants to get done in the garden. She's kind of the head of the garden, and so it's just like, okay, help her doing the projects. And I think a lot of those projects were there. Number 15, the indoor herb garden has really, I think everything died. To be fair, I think everything has died. I've watered daily, not really great. Transplant to larger pots to the outside. I should take a look and see what I have and see if I can't get stuff outside. I did buy a second grow light, which I haven't put together, and clear the corner in the thing. I partially cleared, so I'm gonna have to see how that goes. What I'm gonna do with that. Number 16 is the vocal improvements. Doing a no ums video weekly. Yes, done that. Finished Patsy Rodenberg's The Need for Words. And that's really good. I think my next big challenge with that will be to, like, okay, I'd like to kind of sum all that up in one video, and use that video as a kind of a way to kind of go back and review what exercises and what I've learned and what I could perhaps carry forward, on the out on the other side, having post having read the book, just a kind of a examination of that. I've got down anxiety video bi-weekly check-in for with my first one being April the 9th, which I don't know if I ever did. I would have to go back. I think I did actually do an anxiety video. Yeah, I think I ended up putting it on the 15th. Put it on the 15th instead of that. So that's actually not a bad thing to every once in a while just do an anxiety video. I know my dark videos can sometimes be my anxiety video check-ins, but just in general from day to day, but whenever the spirit moves me. But yeah. And I've got here doing the vocal exercises daily, doing the vocal exercise video where I just basically do the vocal exercises, which has helped me. The final thing, which was kind of changing up the vocal exercises, one of which I have done one, which is a very kind of minor thing, which is the consonant exercise, which is a little bit of a honing, which I think I got the original vocal exercise from Darren McStay, and this is a little bit more of a honing on it, of a little bit bumping it up. So I've done that. It's pretty minor. Number 17 was check in on my 2023 themes video. April 2nd, reading them, and April 16th, doing the actual check-in video. And I did do that, and that was useful to kind of remind me of a kind of a larger picture, especially when I'm feeling tired or I start losing the focus on, like, why the hell am I doing all this? It's useful to have that kind of a grounding of, like, oh, these are the big reasons why I'm doing this. And number 18 is supporting / checking in with Ja on her to-do list on keep notes that we share together, which I think I did a bit, but I don't think I did a lot. So that is something that I should circle back around, because there's stuff that she'd like to get done and she needs my support to do it. So that's important. So begin with Ja, end with Ja. Some definite successes with Ja, and some things where either how she's been feeling or how I've been feeling, or just life circumstances have kind of gotten in the way there and stuff hasn't got done. But regardless of those, to just try and, okay, maybe not this month, keep on trying. Try again next month, get a little bit done. Maybe what's the smallest thing on that list of a to-do list. What can we get done? I know medical receipts is a big one. For entering medical receipts into our insurance thing would be a really good one. And yeah, sitting down and doing that would be really good. But that is getting into my May goals, which, as always, I find talking about what happened in April already, I can see all the things I need to add. I want to add to a May goals list. So that is really good. All right. I will leave it there.